Yo, what is going on, everybody? So, the other night on stream, decided to start something new, try something new, and do character creation for Ashes of Creation. Now, this isn't a build your class, theory craft your skills and items and all that kind of character creation. No, this is more of a backstory character development. Who is your character? We can pick a class, okay, we can pick a race, a name, but we're going to assign a backstory. What drives this character to be the way they are? Now, I've never done role playing in terms of a character in an MMO before. I have dabbled in D&D a little bit, absolutely loved it, would love to do more in the future. So that is kind of what is driving this character creation. So we went through with on stream, you know, and this was an interactive back and forth with the community to kind of decide what this character is and who they're going to be. We jotted down some ideas for future characters that came up that didn't really align with what this character was, where the direction this character was going in. And what I've done for this video is kind of summarized all that into a bit more of a story. So we're going to get into that in a moment, but just a quick reminder, you guys, if you haven't already, please sign up for your Ashes of Creation account, and you can use my referral link down in the description below. Also, be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel, as it greatly helps me out. Drop your comments down below on what you thought of this as well. And if you want to participate in character creation, whether we design one for you or we just have some fun and do some more just for the sake of doing more, drop by the live stream. We stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/halftiltgamer every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 7 p.m. Pacific time. All right, you guys, let's get into it now. Just a couple quick things before we go into this character specifically. All of the races that we design a character for, except for the Talnar, which we really don't know anything about yet, so that gives us a lot of opportunity to really create a character and develop a backstory there. But all of the other races are actually coming from the planet, from Sanctus, okay? They do not come from Vera. They haven't been on Vera in many generations, and they have no affiliation with the Essence or magic, as you may know it. The Sanctus had none of that. So all of these characters won't have magic as an innate thing. We're not going to be developing a background in magic at all. Now, that doesn't mean that there can't be a future in magic. A curiosity peaked into magic as we develop this character's intrigue and interests. That might be the direction they go, and therefore, when we choose their main archetype, they could be an essence using archetype. There will also be no knowledge of the world of Vera, how it works, what is in it, aside from things that have been passed down over time. They could be going as far as legends and myths, stories told by their ancestors through generation and generation, and as stories do, evolve and become something far different than the truth over time. These are the things that we're going to have to keep in mind while building these characters. All right, so the first character we made is a character that there is a strong chance that I might play myself. If you guys want to play with characters like this, if you want to role play something like this, by all means, please do so. Let me know in the comments below, 'cause I'm just curious, really. But there's a good chance I will be playing this character. Now, like I said before, I've never really role played in an MMO before, and that's probably not going to change when it comes to Ashes of Creation. Having said that, we'll probably be somewhere within the lines of what we've created here. So here's a little bit of the backstory about our Denier Ranger, Strogoth Goldmantle. We start back in Sanctus, where a baby boy, Strogoth Goldmantle, is born into a wealthy Denier family. The Goldmantles were from a long-standing family of master weapon and armor smiths, while having a strong tie to the local martial schools. Growing up, Stro had developed a passion for the bow and arrow, and in doing so, found both a friend and a mentor in Grand Master Ranger. At just the young age of 7, Strogath's parents were murdered for their wealth and control over the weapon and armor trade on Sanctus. As an only child, and given his relationship with his master, he was quickly adopted, and Strogath dedicated his life henceforth to the old ways of the Ranger. Grandmaster Ranger had spent his entire life training in the ways of the Ranger under his Grandmaster and the ones before that and the ones before that, dating all the way back to their time on Vera. Strogath had heard the stories, tall tales of Vera, and wondered if he would ever get to see the world as it once was, before the corruption had landed. Being raised and taught by the Grand Master, Strogath developed a burning desire to be the absolute strongest ranger in all the world. He trained day and night with a variety of bows, spears, and hand axes to hone his craft. He learned how to also craft these items, being family heritage and all, but he was a long ways from the quality his family had once been prided for. Until one day, when Strogath, along with many others around him, was summoned to a new, but oddly familiar world, through a giant gateway. This new world was called Vera. Strogath's dream had come true. And immediately upon arrival, he set forth to make a name for himself and regain his family's honor. Making a way in this new world was not going to be easy. Many of his fellow people set out on their own paths, going in different directions from the gateway with different goals and intentions. Over time, the world started to grow, and some of its secrets started to be discovered. These secrets wielded more questions and some power as well. A strange presence known as the corruption started to invade the hearts and minds of some, but Strogath, being taught honor and truth, had given him a resistance to the evil ways of some, and in his pursuit to be the strongest in the lands, he also vowed to rid the world of the corruption, one enemy at a time. All right, you guys, thank you so much for listening to that little short story I wrote. I am not much of a story writer, but I hope you enjoyed this. It was a lot of fun to do and put together. And this is really, I want to be able to develop a character like this that the story kind of ends where we as players are going to pick up and begin our gameplay. So we left Strogath Goldmantle. Don't judge me on the name. In a situation where he has started to discover and learn a little bit about the world of Vera. Now, this is obviously a little bit after what we're going to pick up, but given our background knowledge and introduction into the game world, we're probably not going to be too far off. This is going to be a character that desires to be the strongest in PvP, will no doubt be competitive in the PvP landscape in arenas or guild wars or sieges, that type of stuff, but is also going to be honorable. He's not going to be a ganker, okay? He's going to likely be a bounty hunter. As you guys can see here, this is the creation or the information that we put together on stream the other night for this character. He is going to likely be leaning towards either an economic or a militaristic node. Okay, there is that master weaponsmith, armorsmith. He's going to probably be a part of the traders company, social organization. We don't know all the religions yet, but God of Truth seems to be a way. When I think of this character, I think of a samurai, okay? And that's kind of where the node types come into. He will look to defend either people that are being taken advantage of or weaker characters around him, but that's not to say he won't participate in acts of PvP, consensual though they will be. In Great Dwarf style, he must have a great beard, of course, and will certainly enjoy a cold ale from time to time, but he can hold it well because he's a dwarf and they do that. All right, you guys, if you enjoyed this video, please make sure drop me a like, subscribe to the channel, and come drop by the Twitch stream, because guys, we do this every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and we're probably going to create some more of these characters. So come hang out, have a chat. It's fun and casual. There's no, as long as it follows Twitch TOS, we're good to go. So in any case, take care, you guys. See you next time.